He took his sword out. He said people sacrifice when they want to start something new, an animal. I won't sacrifice a human being. Is there any in this group that will sacrifice himself for me to start a new religion, the new path which we will celebrate every year? After a few minutes, people were shocked, but then one person came up. His name was Pai Diaram. Guru Gobind took him by arm. There was a tent there. What people heard was a thud, and then Guru Gobind Singh Ji came with the blood on his sword and said, I need another head. People were shocked. Surely not. Yes. And then Himat Rai came, the second person. He took him again. They heard the thud. He came with the blood still dripping. He said, another head. Third time, by Himat Rai, by Taran Singh was second, by Himat Rai. Then he came fourth time, then came fifth time. 5 times he asked. After that, after 2 hours, he brought them back. They were all dressed very nobly. He called them, they are my 5 beloved ones. What is something like baptism? He did what we call is Khande Pavaldi Dat. And with water, with a double-edged sword, with a recitation of 5 banis from his own and Guru Granth Sahib Ji. He gave that Amrit to all those 5s, and he said, from today, you'll be known as Khalsas. From today, you will have a common surname. For the male it was, anybody? What's the male called?
Singh.
Singh, well done. And the female?
Kaur.
What does Singh means?
Lion.
Lion. And Kaur?
Princess.
Princess. Actually, well done. Yes. So Singh, that means lion. To face life and realities, you have to be brave like a lion, but you also need to be caring person like a princess. Singh plus Kaur makes you a Khalsa. So Sikh community is the only community in the world, only religious group that celebrate their birth on the 13th April every year. In most of the gurdwaras around April, we go to streets, because we are not actually a missionary religion. We believe every religion has a right to exist. But we do show our love. So I don't know if in September we will be doing Guru Granth Sahib, our 11th Guru. We celebrate, and then we take from Baki Gurdwara right to 7 Kings. And all the way you'll find Sikhs cooking food and distributing free food. You name it, you get it. Coke, samosas, in all the streets. It's more like a street festival. And in April especially, where we used to do it here as well, but it was costing us too much. The police used to charge us about £15,000 just to do that. So in the end, we don't do it anymore. But we do it in South Hall. It's done in various days. And if you are there, please do join in. And you get all the refreshment and everything. It's just to celebrate, yeah. So that was it. And that's the day it's the 6th game known as the martial race. And he made, we all have uniforms, he made us a uniform, right? And he said, do good to everybody and anybody. So we have our heroes, Marvel Comics, Captain America, Spider-Man. He made us heroes, he said. And what they are doing today, Guru Gobind started 300 years ago. Sikh is a relatively new religion. So this was on the 30th April 1699 when the Khalsas were established. He gave us 5 Ks that is obligatory for Sikhs to maintain, especially after the baptism. Right? Anybody knows first K?
I do.
Yes, madam.
The bangle.
Bangle, yes.
The knife.
The knife,
Oh,
yeah.
dagger, sorry.
No, it's not a dagger, knife. It's neither of them, but I'll accept that, yeah.
Okay.
Because it does start with K, but knife, yes.
Shorts.
No.
No.
Guess.
Short.
Kesh, yeah. Okay, we'll start with Kesh. Now, first thing Guru Gobind Singh said was not to cut your hair, unshorn hair. Right? So from head to bottom, we don't remove any hair. Kesh. It just became our uniform. You have to understand, India was going through a very, very rough time. Nobody was safe, especially women. And there was hordes of raiders coming from east, looting India. And even the kings used to become beggars, if you read the history. Abdali Shah from Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, they all raided India. And the brunt was taken by Punjab. And this is where the Sikhs came to. And that's why Guru Gobind Singh said, look, you have to, you are peaceful, we are saints, but I want you also you to be soldiers. So Khalsa actually means saint and soldier. We are saints, but when it comes to defend, we will defend. So the first thing was our uniform. The meaning behind was that if anybody needed help, they will see this is a Sikh because of his unshorn hair, they can approach him and say, look, I need this help. And this help British needed in the World War I and World War II. By Google tells 100,000 Sikhs died defending Great Britain. 108,000 Sikhs were severely injured defending. And I think by today we are starting a stamp. We have one stamp with the Sikh, the first pilot in the RAF.